Hello, welcome to a new vlog. So I was on TikTok last night. I have like this thing that I do. It's a little schedule where right before bed I just scroll on TikTok, and something about it just like calms me down. My melatonin's flowing through my body, and I don't know what it is. I do it for like 20 minutes. It is what it is. And I got this TikTok that popped up about like something about like when you have a Jeep, which is one of my favorite cars, by the way. I'm not really a car girly, but I do like a Jeep. I like a G-Wagon, if we're being like super detailed. So anyways, I saw this TikTok where there was like tons of ducks on the Jeep, and I was like, is this one of those things on TikTok that isn't actually real? I just opened my blinds, which I do every single morning, and there's a Jeep parked across from my apartment. The whole windshield, I mean, there's at least 20 ducks. And I was like, oh my God, this is a real thing. I don't drive, I don't have a Jeep, but I'm almost tempted to go buy some little ducks just to put on Jeeps. I don't know why people with Jeeps do this. I don't know, but I just learned it and now I'm physically seeing it in real life. I've had not a good day today. I got my dress stained, so I'm gonna change my shirt real quick. So I will be right back. I just think it's so funny because the last time that happened, I was also wearing that dress. So like, what's happening? Y'all, I have had such a hard day today. I have not been wanting to film. I've been back on my like heartbreak bullshit, like crying and just feeling super unmotivated to do anything really. Y'all, I literally just slammed my finger in a door. Yes, I did. I was taking Twinkie potty when I was coming back in. I don't know what I did, but yeah, now my finger, it's not bruised, swollen or anything, but it's like throbbing a little bit, so that hurt. But I wanted to do some P.O. box. I still have my P.O. box, so if you want to send me anything, here's my P.O. box. Like, my contract for the P.O. box is for the next couple of months, so you guys can still send me stuff. I've had people ask. So first thing I'm gonna open is this package here. So these are some really pretty earrings from Bobby. Thank you so freaking much. Like, look how beautiful those are. Their dad actually made them for me, specifically for me. So that's like super freaking sweet and amazing. Thank you so much, like, to think of me and to like take the time to do that. They're stunning. So the next thing is this package right here, which there's no note to, but it's a book called Life Isn't Weighed on the Bathroom Scales by Laura Rose. So I guess it's a book about like debunking myths about weight loss industry, I guess. So whoever sent this to me, thank you. Okay, you guys, so I'm about to actually show you something super like special to me. So I'm just gonna do a real quick backstory. I am the oldest of 4. I have 3 younger brothers, and when I was first put into foster care, me and one of my brothers were put into foster care while the other one actually got put up for closed adoption. So he was adopted, and that was one of the hardest things that I've ever had to go through. And then my mom ended up getting pregnant again, and she ended up having my baby brother, and I only got to meet him one time. My mom actually had him while I was in foster care, but I was able to the hospital where she had him for a supervised visit, and I held him in my arms, and my mom actually sent me a picture. I don't even know how she still has it, but she sent me a picture of that day. Yeah, she did. Like, there's not a lot of things I remember from my childhood, but I remember that moment, and I remember that day, and I remember how like wonderful it was, but also how hard it was. So in this photo, I am about 12 years old, and 3 years later, I actually wrote a poem. So I was 15, and I still have that poem. I remember when I was in high school, I went to the trailer where I used to live, and there was still some stuff laying around, couches, and things were torn apart by the police, and it was just insane. But there was a few things still left in my room, and one of those things was the poem that I wrote about my baby brother, who I only got to meet one time. And through all the years of being alive, because I'm 32, I have been able to keep that poem. So I want to show you the picture. I also want to read you the poem. The poem is not that good. Remember, I was 15, okay? But it was special and important to me, and I really want to open up a little bit more and show it. You're out there under the same moon. We placed our feet on the same gravel. I met you once, and held you tight. I think of the sadness of my last goodbye. You looked at me with baby eyes, oblivious to your future versus mine. Our mom made the choice while I suffer the consequence. Although I saw everything we could be, our mom made the choice and set you free. A brother I will love forever, who will never love me. My first brother that was put up for adoption that I was really close to, saved his life and everything. I still don't know where he is. I think about him, dream about him, miss him, love him dearly, and I just hope that he's okay. But the one in that photo that I just showed you guys, he found us a few years ago, so he is actively in my life, and I can safely say that, you know, that last line in the poem isn't true. He loves me and I love him, and I've never been so grateful, and I can only hope that my other baby brother will find me one day, hopefully. Okay, so right now I'm actually making a little store list moment and kind of thinking more of like, what is it that I want to do with myself? Like, I thoroughly just feel so lost as a person right now. I just feel so lost, and I just need to find myself, be myself, like, just wholeheartedly. I don't care about what anyone says about me. I don't care. I just need to be myself, and I have to keep like reminding myself of that, because the only person I got right now is myself. That's the only person I got right now. And with how lost I feel, like, if I didn't even have myself, I don't even know, like, I just don't even know. Just like amongst all that and just like feeling lost, I know that I'm gaining weight. Like, I actively see it in my face when I'm editing, and it kind of shocks me. I'm not gonna lie, because like, it's hard to notice weight loss on my body, and it's also really hard to notice weight gain on my body. And the fact that I can like physically see that, I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, I just can't sit around and sit and wait and wait and wait. Like, what am I waiting for? You know? And I don't know why, but like, I keep having like these feelings of guilt. And I talk about guilt a lot in therapy, with things that happened in my past when I was younger, things that were definitely not my fault. And it's like my therapist is trying to teach me like when it's okay to feel guilt, and when I'm feeling guilt for like reasons that really don't make sense, things that I shouldn't feel guilty for. But something I'm feeling like a sense of guilt, which I feel like is sabotaging me, like I'm doing like a self-sabotage situation type deal, is like when I was with Feline, like a lot of people, you know, thought she was a feeder and like all this nonsense that is not true. The whole time she was so supportive, and she wanted me to lose weight. And it wasn't because of physicality, because she finds me beautiful, and for that I'm forever grateful, because she actually made me feel that way a lot. And it was just because of health and because of stamina, and you know, she wanted to have a whole life with me. And obviously at this size, she was only able to have like a partial part of that instead of like what she fully wanted, you know? Like, we couldn't hop on a plane and go to Bora Bora because of me. I had all this support from her and all the guidance. She always urged me to exercise and to eat healthy and do right. And it's like, if I do that now, I'm gonna feel so guilty, because it's like, why didn't I do that when I was with her? So it's like, I have this like guilt feeling, and I know I need to talk about it in therapy. And like, I've talked about it to Feline, obviously, like it's something we talked about earlier today, and it's just like, she obviously doesn't want me to feel this way, like regardless if we're together or not. Like, she wants me to succeed, but it's like, why do I feel so bad that like, if I succeed now when we're not together? Like, it's such a weird like thing in my brain, like, that I just can't understand, and it just makes me feel guilty. Like, I don't know, I hate it so much. Anyways, I don't want to sit here and just like blubber and cry and whatever. So I'm trying to sit here and like take away those feelings of like, yes, Amberlynn, you didn't do it while you were with her, but do it while you're not with her. You don't have to be with her to do it. And you don't have to feel guilty for succeeding while not being with her. And I have to figure out like how I can say that and actually mean it. A lot of people like have said in the past that it seems like I self-sabotage myself, and it's like for the first time ever in my life I feel that way, that I'm like subconsciously self-sabotaging myself, and I'm like just tripping about it. And I don't know, it's like the craziest feeling that I just cannot wrap my head around fully. I'm trying to ignore it and I'm trying to push it away, but sometimes when feelings are so strong, that's like sometimes virtually impossible to do. So I'm sitting here and I'm trying to make like a store list and trying to decide like what just makes the most sense to me. And it's like I just want to like do common sense. I just want to eat healthier, you know, just take out the junk, take out the fast food, unless it's something super healthy. But even then, it's just like it's hard for me to choose healthier fast food options and takeout options. I don't know why. Like losing weight can be easy. Like realistically it can be, but I just make it so much more difficult than it needs to be, like for real. So with pen to paper, I have made a store list, so we will definitely do a grocery haul. And I don't know, I just word vomit. And honestly, kind of off topic, I just want to say thank you guys for being like my video diary audience. I appreciate it. And I've also heard around the grapevine, if you will, people are like, this is supposed to be, you know, Amberlynn's single era, like she's supposed to be just like popping off and like having a glow up. And no, I'm not in my single era. I'm in my heartbreak era. I am in my I am broken era. I am in my I'm lost era. I'm in my I am freaking sad. I am grieving. I am mourning era. I'm not in hi glow up single Lynn era. That's not where I'm at right now. And it's like, if you can't appreciate me being vulnerable, just kind of accepting that this is where my life is at right now, it's like, bye. Obviously, like there's no connection between me and you, so why are you watching? I feel like all the people that I watch, there's like some sort of connection, and anyone that I like hate, I can't watch. Like that's like so hard for me. And I know that if there was anyone that I was watching was going through what I was going through, like my heart would go out to them and I would understand where they're coming from and like where their life is and all of that. And I just feel like people are expecting a lot out of me right now when it's hard for me sometimes just to get out of bed. I'm finding things to do with my life to distract myself, but there's only so much distraction that I can do. There's only so much, you know, talking I can do to other people or journaling I can do. There's only so much of those things until it's just like it all ran out and I'm back to feeling that just like horrible wave of just sad. So yeah, this is like a video diary for me. This isn't my single era. This is my heartbreak era for sure. And I just wish people were a little more kind. I really do.